morning, sir.
What is your name?
My name is Aman.
Fine. Aman will start your speaking sessions with part 1. Let's talk about bicycles. How popular are bicycles in your hometown?
Well, bicycles are quite popular in my hometown, and because many people travel from their day-to-day work in bicycles, so it's become a sort of necessity among people to travel by bicycle.
Fine. How often do you ride a bicycle?
Well, I not quite ride a bicycle much often, as mostly I have my two-wheeler and I go through work and places from there, so I don't ride bicycle that much.
Fine. Do you think that bicycles are suitable for all ages?
Well, I feel like bicycles are suitable for all ages, as with the innovation of technology, as I've seen many old people ride bicycles too. So it has become a sort of thing for all age groups. So it is quite popular among all the generations.
Fine. What are the advantages of a bicycle compared to a car?
Well, bicycle is cheap, first and foremost, and secondly, it's a good way to reduce pollution which is emitted by car much often, and thirdly, I believe that bicycle improves health and it creates a good lung capacity and it reduces pains in the arms and legs, and it provides a good overall fitness check in our body.
Okay. Let's talk more about television programs in part 1. Where do you usually watch TV programs?
Well, I usually watch TV programs in my home, and sometimes I often watch National Geographical channels which provide great documentaries, as I'm really interested in the documentaries of all around the world.
Okay. What's your favorite television program?
Well, as I've mentioned in my first answer, that National Geographical is my favorite channel of all the times, as it shows the cultures and the history of all countries. So it's really an interesting show to watch out.
Okay. Are there any programs or shows you don't like watching?
Well, I don't like watching thrillers, as sometimes it had a bit dark and twisted turn, so it kind of give me nightmares, so I avoid watching.
Fine. Do you think you will watch more TV or fewer in the future?
Well, I feel like the television has been replaced with the mobile phones, and I feel like mostly nowadays people are watching shows on their mobile rather than TV, as one can carry mobile all around the place, whereas this is not the case in television. So I feel like I would less my time watching TV.
Okay. So Eamon, that was your part 1. Now we'll start with part 2.
Yes.
This is your cue card. This is your notepad and pencil. You'll have 1 minute to prepare.
Yes.
You can start now.
Yes.
Okay, Eamon, your 1 minute time is up.
Yes, sir.
Please hand me back the cue card.
Yes, sir.
You can have the notepad and pencil with you.
Yes.
You have 2 minutes to speak on this topic.
Yes.
Please start speaking now.
One of my friend named Anisha started her business back in 2020 when the pandemic hits. She started by selling craft work, which includes variety of paintings and some healing quotations which improved someone's morals. And I wanted to ask that what motivated her to start this craft work, as it's in the pandemic time. So she told me that during this pandemic time there is a lot of hopelessness and disparity among people. So many people are sad and isolated in their homes. So to cheer them up, she would write all these quotation and even some drawings that she found that she created somehow herself, and either she would have an idea in the internet, so she would work on that. And the one thing that really surprises me, that the amount of perfection and the finishing of her work was absolutely phenomenal, and she would work on it for hours, as during this pandemic most of our work shifted back from working from home rather than going to office. So it saved quite a lot of time, and she earned a great amount of profit in that. And when she asked me that if I would try to go in her to go to her business, then I replied by saying that I'm still a student, that if I get a time, I would definitely invest in sketching, as I myself sketch quite a while. But for a student like me, it's not possible with online classes and assignments and homeworks. So I told her that if I would get a chance, definitely, and one day I would try for the sketching work.
Okay, Aman, that was your part 2.
Yes.
We'll continue with part 3.
Yes.
I'll ask some questions about choosing work.
Yes.
What kinds of jobs do young people not want to do in your country?
Mostly the young people don't like to do really professional and hardworking courses like being a doctor and being engineer, which requires quite working hours, and plus you have to balance your home life and school life with all such work. So people tend to avoid it as much as they can.
Fine. Who is the best at advising young people about choosing a job? Teachers or parents?
Well, I could say that some children agree with having parents helping them, whereas some children focus on the outside people to help them, especially teachers or consultants. Whereas I feel like the teachers motivate the student, as teachers know what the student is capable of doing in the classroom, as a student spends like 8 hours of his life in schools. So I feel like the teachers would be better to guide him.
Okay. Is money always the most important thing when choosing a job?
No, I don't believe money is absolutely necessary to choose a profession, as if one can guarantee interest in himself and have the opportunity to work and explore the interest that he have in the work, then money doesn't matter. There are people who do voluntary work which don't even pay a single cent, but they do it to fulfill their to help others and fulfill their needs, and basically just help people all around. So I don't feel that money is necessary.
Okay. Let's talk about work-life balance. Do you agree that many people nowadays are under pressure to work longer hours and take less holidays?
Yes, I do agree that people nowadays, with the increase of with the increase of unemployment and other factors, there is a sense of disharmony among the people and the work which they are doing. So people don't want to miss out any opportunity which results in the disgracement of their work, as already in this pandemic many people lost their job. So people are willing to do anything for a longer hours, and they would work and be exhausted.
Okay. What is the impact on society of people having a poor work-life balance?
Well, to have a poor work-life balance, first and foremost, people have money shortage, as they are not able to fulfill their needs. And secondly, it creates a sense of dissatisfaction among the people, and it results in backlash from other people as well, as nowadays people are more solely focused on people who earn more, as they have more respect in the society, and no one respects these people who have poor working condition. And thirdly, they are unable to fulfill their parents and their children needs regarding the school life, work, or some other basic necessities. So it creates quite a disharmony among the people.
Fine. Could you recommend some effective strategies for governments and employers to ensure people have a good work-life balance?
Well, first and foremost, for the government purpose, I would suggest that they should have a fixed amount of time, not only to public sectors but also to private sectors, as public sectors get holidays for quite a while, and where this is not the case in private sector, as they are forced to work for longer hours. And I would suggest that the government should implement these laws to private as well. And secondly, it should announce some holidays for the people to spend time with their family and friends, as nowadays with the increase in the work culture, people are going away from their families, and it creates a disbandment between the people, and sometimes the lack of attention, and sometimes the lack of attention makes children miss their parents, and sometimes they get depressed of not seeing them for quite a while. And I believe that the people should work efficiently and not delay work, so that they would complete their task on time and work and get holidays and get less in work hours, because more and more people are postponing their work, and it results in the burden of their work.
Fine. I mean, that was end of your speaking session.
Yes, sir.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.